Okay, so wait. We in a new season of Ready to Love. We 2 episodes in, the casting special and the first meet and greet. Are these people really gonna be ready to love, or is they playing again? Is they here for an advancement of their career, or are they really gonna make matches? Are they really gonna be vulnerable and open and expose their heart and really get to know people, or are we just playing games? Either way, I'm here for it. How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? I am your girl, Talisa Ray, White Style Coach. Like I said, we are reviewing Ready to Love Season 4, episodes number 1 and 2. I'm going to try and weave the casting special in because all we doing is meet and greeting this episode. So that's a way for me to kind of like give introductions and feels on what I think about the people, and for you to share them with me, them meaning your comments, your thoughts, your opinions. And because we all have them, we are going to be respectful of one another's opinions, even if we disagree. Like, I ain't gonna never tell you that what you saying is wrong, but I'm gonna tell you, well, I don't agree, and I hope that my Ray of Sunshines would do the same. Okay, so let's go. So the meet and greet. First off, let's back up. Because what city are we in? Chocolate City is what they would call it, which is technically the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia. You know, they say that DC is full of black people. Full of them. I got a good girlfriend actually that I used to work with years ago that lives in DC. I'm gonna have to hit her up and start asking her opinion. Like, girl, what was this about? Is these people real? Have you seen them? Because everybody keeps saying that it's a small subset. It's a small, and I was expecting to have another moment where there was the AJ and, why is her name escaping me? Why is her name escaping me? Holy smoke. You know, the pretty girl that was dating AJ. Her name wasn't Carrie. What was her name? Lord help me. Let me know down below in the comments. But you remember, they knew each other from before, from previously. So I was really kind of expecting to see that again, because everybody kept saying how small of an area DC is. And it's full of all the black people. But I'm rambling. Let's get into it. So you start seeing people arrive at the mansion, grabbing their champagnes. I'm sure that they all had to be either, they get tested all the time. They all arriving in black SUVs, etc. I mean, they come in suited and booted, dressed for the nines. Couple people was a little questionable in their attire. I'll let you know if I remember, because I was going, but probably didn't write no notes. So I think Carrington was his name. Don't be mad at me if I get the names wrong or I mix people up in the events. We just now getting to know these people. We don't know these people yet, and we don't know these people in real life. We just making up shit as we go along, giving our opinions. I know some of y'all be like all into the interviews and all into the Instagrams. It's not me. I'm expecting you to come and share with me when it's juicy and I need to know, because I be knowing after the fact. Y'all be mad like, you should have been paying attention. No, you were. Anyway, so here we go. Carrington, I like Carrington. I mean, well, something about him I don't like. Something about his energy is throwing me off. Like how he was a player and now he's just trying to see, you know, what this settling down thing looks like, or getting married, what the possibility looks like. I think that's something that he said, and that didn't sit well with me. So you finna be playing with these women's hearts? I'm not okay with that. Let's just start that off right there. Have some integrity. Integrity is the word of today. Integrity, the ability to be honest. The ability to have values and morals and stick to those, right? Like, hello. So a belief system. So we see Aisha arrive and Sabrina arrive and Walter arrive. Carrington was there already and they were kind of mingling. First impression of Aisha. She thinks she is the shit, okay? Everything was about, you know, for 38, I look good. That was in the casting special. You know, look at me. Who wouldn't want? But then she did go ahead and say, I'm more than just that. But I feel like she's leading with her attractiveness, right? I love a woman with confidence. But don't always just like showcase your beauty, which is kind of what I feel like she was doing. I liked her little red two-piece kind of, maybe was supposed to be upscale bohemian. What would y'all call that? I liked it, but I didn't think that this was the appropriate place for it. Just my thoughts. I'm not sure what you think. I liked the dress, just didn't think it was the right venue. I also like Sabrina, okay? Sabrina's the one in the casting special that said, honey, she can't do no more little penises, okay? That's what them was her words, not mine. That she needs something of substance, some girth, some width. Like, that's what she needs. I don't know how many of you ladies agree with that, that you need somebody that's gonna really do some impact to your cervix. I like an average penis. We talked about this, I think. We talked about this. Average is good for me. Like, I can work with average. I'm not gonna feel like that this being re-shifted, dislocated, rearranged. Like, cervix is not opening up because somebody was far up in TMI. But that's Sabrina. Sabrina is attractive. Sabrina was like, I have a baby by a man that I thought was single for 6 months. And then found out he was married. He lied. He said he had no kids, and then he wasn't married, but he was married and had several kids with several different baby mamas. And listen, I'm not here for it. Gorgeous woman, fashion designer, looks like it. So her dress, y'all tell me what y'all thought about it. I know it's supposed to be loose and flowy, right? But the top part seemed a little too loose. But what do I know? She's the fashion designer. She's the one with the model-esque, statuesque appearance, so she knows what looks good on her body. She made an impression on Walter, and Walter so far is my favorite guy, and maybe it's because of his story, right? He's a reformed thug. Y'all know how many times I talk about a reformed thug. I don't even want that no more, but he says he's a reformed thug, that he, you know, was with his ex for many years, finally got married, and then like a year after they were married, she died from cervical cancer. Went under the knife. A week later died, or was it a month? But it was a short period of time, and I was like, oh, my heart. He stole it immediately because why? I lost someone to cancer, being, you know, now a widower. A widow? I never know which one is right. I never get it right, but y'all know which one it is. And I'm sure one of y'all gonna tell me which one I am, which one he is. I'm here for it. Share if you want to, because y'all be smart. Y'all be smart. Frank, I thought he was flirty and friendly and very social, as well as Aisha. She seems to have worked the area really, really well. Who was Frank? Frank has a nice voice. Frank has a nice, healthy beard. I bet it smells good, too. Frank is the beverage drink owner. He also, I say he had a lot of personality. He got a nice little body. He seemed though like he might only be like 5'10". Fellas, nothing against you if you 5'10". My son is 5'10". That's taller than me, but I'm gonna be as tall as you when I put my heels on. And so I don't know. Sometimes I be shallow about height, and sometimes I be like, you know, well, you got enough confidence and charisma that you got me wanting to go out with you with your short self. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Courtney with the big hair. Courtney, big natural hair. She said she was a Leo, and guess what? I feel like she gives Leo energy for sure. Leo energy walks into a room and says, look at me, I'm here. Everyone's attention should be at me. Looking at me, I am vibrant. I am, you know, that's the energy that she gives. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the world revolves around me, and you should bow down at my feet because I am, right? I am everything you're looking for. That's the energy that she provides. And when she said, or that she exhibits, and when she said she was a Leo, I was like, yep, I see it. What did she say about herself? Anything that was, oh, she said that she is a lot, but it's worth the headache. Nobody is worth a headache. Nobody, once you have healed and you have evolved, nobody wants to be dealing with a headache. No, nobody. I don't care how beautiful you are. I don't care how much you got going for yourself. After a while, that type of energy works your damn nerves. It does. I was married to a Leo. Somebody told me I had Leo energy. I said, the devil is a lie. This is all Virgo. All Virgo, right? Yes, whatever. So then we see Corey. Y'all remember Corey? the cut and paste, copy and paste on the dating apps. The one that said he had been on over 100 dates. The one that said that on the apps that all he does is cut and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, because the goal is to get to the first date. And honestly, because I'm on dating apps frequently, you know, I go on again, off again, on again, off again, depending on my mood. It be feeling like copy paste. It be feeling like, you know, how's this app treating you? Feeling like major copy paste. So I don't like him. Okay, he think he fine. He is a total fuck boy. Okay, I don't like him, and it proved right here when he was up in Courtney's face and asked for her number and said he was gonna take her out in a matter of moments. But every woman there, at least 5, 6 of the 10 women, he said, give me your number so we can go out. Give me your number so we can go out. Give me your number. So it got so old and tired. He was interrupting people. I mean, I liked his little pink linen suit though. I did. It did look good against his skin, but he went in with the wrong tactics. And I kind of feel like that he is a plant because he's going to be good for TV. Because he don't want nobody, honey. He already said, I'm DC's blah 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 transformation, like best transformation whoever. Like, he's there for exposure, okay? He's there to get some money so that the ladies, because that's who gets trainers a lot, are the ladies. We pay for trainers. Men don't necessarily pay for trainers. They do what they think that they know how to do, or talk to the homies and look up stuff on the internet. We actually pay for someone to help us. So that's all that is to me, is that he's here to get more clientele. He do got a nice little body though. Let's give him that. Well, then Tommy comes in and we in episode 1 and he talking about 2 people going home already. Is it you, the she shed, that always says that they don't give enough time for people to really get to know each other? 2 people are going home already. When we see Tasia interacting with everyone, for me, what I've noticed from her is that she is giving off the I'm on an interview vibe, right? I have friends that feel like it's important to give a barrage of questions, where my approach is a little different, right? My approach, ladies, is that we sit and we have a conversation, and that I have this welcoming vibe, smile at you and invite you to share with me who you are. And then it's easier for you to talk about things when I start asking, you know, throw a question here, throw a question there, throw a question there. It doesn't feel like that we're on an interview. It feels like a casual, comfortable conversation. I try and create a safe environment for people to just express themselves and be who they are. I let people show me. Let me see what you're saying. Yep, you're an ass. Like, that's the vibe I get whenever I go out. And so I feel like her tactic may have hindered her, right? Because what she said was that she was doing something different because she felt like she needed to meet everybody and get to know everybody, you know. And so she should have probably kept the feminine energy that she says she carries. When she talked about it in her casting episode, she said she's got feminine energy and that's what people are attracted to, and that she, you know, sum it up, caters to whoever she's with. I think that's right, child. You know, sometimes I be making stuff up. Child, I don't even have her written down on this paper. She must be on another paper because I was watching the show while I was in the car. Well, Carrington, he wasn't happy with her line of questioning because she was asking the same question different ways. And so when she was doing it, I was thinking to myself, does she have trust issues? Because I have to keep asking you the same thing over and over again. Maybe quite possibly I have trust issues. Maybe quite possibly I need you to show me who you are. Say it 50 times, let me catch you in a lie. And for me, sometimes that's an indicator of not being trusting. Like, so you got rid of your sneaky link? Oh, so you ready to, are you single? Like, you know, all of that. You can see he was irritated. So we saw Cornelius and Camille. Now Cornelius is gonna wait till he's married. You know, he went on this healing journey and he said, I want to wait to have sex. I don't think he said he wanted to wait till he was married, but he did say he wanted to wait to have sex. And which is not something we see or hear often. Remember, we saw it, I think, in like season 2 with the one guy who got out of there quickly, but he was like putting it on the table. Cornelius was just getting to know people with his, you know, southern boy charm, and he got Camille, honey. Camille was like, I'm all in, so much so that she's already possessive of him. I think she's a really pretty lady, but I also think that she may have a few issues that she needs to work through. So Camille is the one who I believe said she was proposed to 3 different times, that said she had the nickname of Black Widow. And I was thinking to myself before they, you know, cut to the break or whatever, like, she's gonna have to do some work. Like, you've run from 3 different engagements. Now, it might have been that, you know, they weren't right for her, but she said it was her. She said it was all her, and that she didn't love herself. And now that she loves herself, she's ready to love someone correctly, right? She's ready to invite someone in to love her and to love other people wholly. You got to love yourself first before you can actually go out and love somebody else. How you gonna love? Yes, how you gonna love somebody else when you can't love yourself? Now, what is that RuPaul say? I get that wrong all the time. Nonetheless, I feel like she still got a few flags. They might be like yellow, but she has a few flags that need to be worked on. Lamont, I ain't like your suit, Lamont. And I kind of felt like you really should have maybe really washed your face really good, and maybe they should have gave you some powder, because you was looking a little shiny to me. I don't know. But when Lamont was talking to, was it Aisha? I think it was Aisha. Was it Aisha? I don't know. One of the ladies, and they were talking, and you know, he was saying what he does, and then he told her, you know, I work in IT security, and I use my, you know, I use my pen. I like spoken word. And then he went into the spoken word. Aisha didn't like it. Aisha felt like you was throwing some rap. I think she might have been too harsh on him with that. I think he was just trying to show his skills, right? Off the fly, showing you that I do spoken word, and so I want to share with you my talent. This is something that I'm proud of. This is something that I want to showcase, and I think she took that the wrong way. I don't know, ladies. Would you have been mad if he had dropped a line or 2 of his spoken word? Would you have gotten upset? My homegirl was like, I like spoken word, so I would have been like, yeah. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Would that have bothered you? I ain't like his shiny blue suit. Did I say that already? I ain't like that suit. It was ill-fitting, meaning it was too big. It wasn't too tight, but it was too big. Had it been tailored, it would have looked differently. I'm just saying. Everybody loves Walter. Sabrina loves Walter. Tasia loves Walter. And he opens up and shares with Tasia, you know, what he has experienced. He also opens up and shares with Sabrina, but on her level, right? I believe he shared, of course, about his wife. I'm positive, though they didn't show us that. But he allowed Sabrina to be vulnerable and open and share her, like, struggle. Like, I'm taking care of my parents. My mother has dementia. My father, I'm helping him out. And I'm a single mother. And my heart, y'all, my heart went out to her, because for her to be able to just sit there and just next thing you know, you crying, she had an emotional overload. Them tears had to come out, and they just happened to come out with somebody that shared some similarities. He shared that he took care of his mother for 3 years, and she died in his arms. Like, hello, you're crying, not me. It's not me. It's not me. Like, the ability that they had to open up and just communicate the way that they did, I was all for it, and really hope to see them blossom and grow, and maybe a real relation. That looks like the start of a real ship. Okay, I don't know if it's a friendship, I don't know if it's intimate, I don't know if it's romantic, but it seems like something real is brewing. But we won't know until we see him with the other ladies and her with the fellas, right? How they move, because if his penis is little, she's out. But Liz did say that's who she was rooting for when they had Liz and Jason on the casting special. I was like, I mean, she's saying good stuff and everything, but I want her to have more personality. Personality, smile. Anyway, So we see Corey interrupt Sabrina and Phil as they were having a conversation. I kind of like Phil too. Phil gives me feel good vibes, right? Phil gives me feel good vibes. But Corey is just like oblivious to like social norms. Like he probably like is a little socially awkward. That's why he's the one that does cut and paste. Like he probably does not really know how to interact with women, because the way he walked up and said, you know, excuse me for a minute, I'd like to talk to you in the midst of someone else's conversation was a bit brazen, bold, abrasive, aggressive, a total turnoff. You can go and say, hey, how you doing? I don't know what you could say, but you cannot borrow you for 5 minutes, and then right in front of the man you say, are you attracted to me? Sir, do you think I'm attractive? Sir, like Sabrina said, it's not just about looks for me. She a grown-ass woman. I like the fact that they have people on here that are my age. How old is Sabrina? Sabrina's not my age, but she's Sabrina is hold on, wait. I know I wrote her. I know Sabrina is, I thought I wrote her down. See, I was in the car. It's writing on the back of the bill. How old is Sabrina, y'all? I know she's 40 something. I thought she was on here. I thought I wrote her name specifically on here. I guess I didn't. I think she's 44. I'm gonna say she's between 42 and 44. Not that she looks like it. One of y'all know, so one of y'all can tell me, but we know that Walter is 46. I like that Camille is 42. Like they have a good mix of Corey with his silly self is 40. Like they've got a good mix of age here, which kind of wants me to ask, warrants me asking. I want to be nosy, trying to figure out the right verbiage. How young is too young? So if I'm 45, right? I was saying that the youngest I would go is 38, but I don't think so. I don't know. I'm renegotiated. Like, I don't know. I was talking to somebody, child, and he was 38. And I was listening to him and was getting hella annoyed. Like, I cannot be discriminatory on age based on one person's behavior. Because, baby, there was a time that I was head over heels with a man that was 7 years younger than me. Anyway, where is he now? Minding his business like I'm doing mine. Okay, hold on. Let's go. So we see Courtney and Cornelius together, and I liked their vibe. I thought that they worked really well together. They were cute, they were vibing, they were cool. Listen, Libba. I wasn't feeling Libba. Frank wasn't feeling Libba. Libba is the one that we saw. She came in last. She was married for a long time and then got divorced and is trying to figure, you know, getting back out there, right? And I was like, she seems a little awkward to me. I don't know. I'm missing a whole set of notes, y'all. Maybe it's in the car. But I felt like she was like doing, like it was too much. Like she was doing too much. To be seen and to be liked, right? And you know, my tattoos and this, that, like, yes, share your tattoos, but it just seemed, I don't know, it seemed like a little bit too much. Like a little bit trying too hard. People should really just be their authentic selves and stand in who you are. People gonna either like you or they ain't. The end. Okay, what else? Zadia and Naeem. I wrote Zadia. Is that her name, child? It is really pretty. I think her name is Zadia. If I don't have Sabrina on here, I sure don't have Zadia on here. But it's got to be in the car. It's got to be in the car. I didn't even know I didn't have it. Anyway, Naeem is the one who said that he had like a list of things. Naeem is the one that I think he's 41, going off memory, because he's not on here. He's on the other one. I think he's 41. He's in his 40s. How about that? And he was raised by, you know, women. He likes the more melanated sisters, the more natural sisters. He doesn't want nobody to be transformers more than meets the eyes. Autobots and the Decepticons. He doesn't want someone who has a full face of makeup on. It look one way now, and then when you take the makeup off, you look entirely different. My makeup is to enhance, like the rest of the women. So what you see is an enhancement of our beauty. Sir, what you look like under that beard, because that's your makeup. What you look like. Like I said with all these people, or like I said last year, if he shaves his beard off, is he still attractive? Is he gonna be as fine as you think he is right now? Because I thought he was cute till he opened his mouth about that whole makeup thing. So I'm just saying, sir, they're gonna wash their face and walk around play face when you get rid of that facial hair. Because that beard, I don't know, amplifies every man I have ever seen who's gone from no hair to a beard. They be looking like, yes, daddy. Especially if it's soft and it smell good. Oh my God. When you can see when they take care of it. Like, that'd be exciting. I also think the same about Frank. If he get rid of that beard, we won't be liking him. He does have a nice voice though. He does. Who? I don't know which one that was that said. Carrie, I believe her name is. It said his voice would talk the panties off of you. I believe it. Okay, so we see Shiloh and Dante. She actually opened up and was vulnerable and talked about how she had abandonment issues, which led to her attachment issues, and that she worked through it. Like, these people is really like pouring out their souls about their issues. And that is a sign of someone who is healed, because you can talk about what was, because it's no longer. You can actually wear it as a badge of honor, because this is a thing that I heal from. This is a thing that I have overcome. This is who I've evolved to be. Like, listen to what the people say. If they telling you out loud, okay, it's the difference between someone who is usurping your energy because they still have attachment. I know I have attachment issues. I'm working on it. Versus, I had attachment issues and I've done XYZ and this is where I am now. Maturity, growth, evolution, healing. Like, even if you don't have a romantic relationship with them, it's probably safe to say that they might be a good person that you can continue a friendship with. I don't know what I know though. That I healed, that I've evolved, that I can talk about my issues openly because I've come so far from there. And when I look back, y'all, my little heart, I be like, go to Lisa. Bitch, you doing a good job. Bitch, you doing a good job. That's me. Like, I be so excited when I think about where I've come from and where I am now. Hallelujah hands, hallelujah hands. Y'all better do the hands with me, because you know you've done some work. Hallelujah hands. And whoo, child. So Corey is sitting with the ladies and Carrie busts him out, because you know he asked her for her number and to take her out, and asked her, you know what, listen, who else did he ask for their number and say, who going out with him on Friday? Who else is getting taken out on Friday? Oh, you got Friday? He told me he was taken out. He was gonna take me out on Friday. I don't think that he thought that the spot was gonna blow up the way that it did. Sir, you cannot be in a place full of black women and think that the word ain't gonna get around, that somebody ain't gonna hear you say something, or me who you asked overheard you asked. Knowing that that is the environment though that we're in, that's one thing. But you're coming in out the gate telling everybody you want to take them out on Friday. It's better to, you know, get to know you one-on-one than with other 18 other people looking. Sir, you tried it. And I get, y'all know how I feel about dating. You should date more than one person, especially if you know, are trying to, I don't know, date with the person, purpose, date intentionally, as people say. If you're looking for something in particular, or you want something, or you're trying to get to a specific goal, I always feel like you should not just be focused on one person until they show themselves approved. Is that right? until they show you who they are, right? Until they really show up and say that this is something that they want. I'm not gonna put my eggs in this whole basket over here, all 12 of my eggs over here, for you to just toss my basket and throw away. But if I put 2 eggs over here, 3 eggs over here, a couple eggs over here, the likelihood that someone is actually going to care for the eggs that I have is better, is greater. But that's just me. I was one of them people. You don't know until you try. Can you date more than one person? Because dating is just a get to know you stage. And it prevents you from falling into the trap of the F-boy, Corey. Anyway, when Carrie had asked him, like, okay, so who are you really feeling? All the ladies have good energy. Sir! Alert, abort, abort, abort mission, abort mission. There's no way you're going to be able to clean this up. I don't know. I wrote down that some of the ladies were super bomb, but I don't know which ones they were. So we'll have to come back to that. Camille's green little outfit, I liked it with the little bit of cutout that was form-fitting. I was here for that. Tasia, I didn't like her dress. Her little black dress. She's a curvy girl. She's representing us. I needed her, you know, I needed her to up her game just a little bit. Speaking of which, have y'all seen, oh, why is her name escaping me? It was just on the tip of my tongue. The one they had, the one that was, that was a lady. She was plus size, and we didn't really like the way she dressed for her. I'm saying we, but y'all didn't really like the way she dressed for her body type. Real curvy. She lost some weight. What is her name? She's a comedian. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Anyway, so Tommy is with the fellas, and we're about to find out who they like and who they don't like. And I'm gonna just keep it a band. I knew that Tasia and Libba would have been on the bottom because they didn't make as great of impressions as the other ladies. Not that they didn't make impressions with some, but they did not make a lasting impression, right? A good lasting impression. People like Sabrina and Courtney and Camille, Zadia, Dante liked everybody, Aisha, Zadia, Mumin, Shiloh. I think Mumin is really pretty. Mumin is also one who is waiting until marriage, waiting to have sex. I mean, it's commendable. Anybody that can do it is commendable. It is your choice to do. You know that I'm not doing it with you. For them, some of the men said Tasia, Libba, and Carrie were in their bottom. When the ladies were talking to Tommy, they were saying they liked Frank, Naeem, Walter, Dante, and Cornelius. That those people were on their top. It's a no for Lamont, Tyrone, and Corey. Like, I'm trying to even remember who Tyrone is. That is how you know you better call Tyrone. Tyrone was the friend. Call him. People be thinking that the man was Tyrone. No, she was telling her man to call her homeboy Tyrone. And Tyrone is probably one of the people that's just not unforgettable, but definitely forgettable, unmemorable. Because I don't remember him. I can see him, but I don't remember anything about him. I don't even have his name on this list. He's on the other list, so I can't even tell you what I don't know about him. But I guarantee you next time, as I'm continuing to fill in, you know, the pieces that are missing, stuff about the casting, when I think about the casting special and I talk about the people, I guarantee I'll give you something if he lasts long enough. The people that I told you who they weren't feeling. Corey says he needs to scrap his playbook. Sorry, that's not a playbook. I don't know what you was doing. I don't know what you was doing. And whoever told you agreed with you and said that was the way to go, they lied. You ain't got no friends, huh? You ain't got no sister? What? You ain't told your mama that this is what you're doing? What about your cousins? Because normally somebody will tell you that ain't it. The ladies. Only the ladies. People at the bottom was Lamont and Corey. Listen, I don't know how Lamont got sent home over Corey. Because I guess somebody really liked Corey. Like Courtney liked Corey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, probably genuinely connected with him. So Lamont leaves. And I just thought, well, Corey is probably better for TV than Lamont. Because Lamont's just going to give us his spoken word. Which he left us with, you know. I mean, it was nice. Imagine a man speaking spoken word to you. You in the audience, and he done wrote a poem about you, girl, up on the stage, and he looking at you in his voice. Yes, honey, you know damn well your panties is gonna be wet. So don't even pretend like that's not an attractive thing. Like he's, yeah, giving, you know, a performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even act like. Don't even. On the bottom was Libba and Tasia. And Libba was the one who went home, and nobody wants to go home first. Nobody wants, listen, as much confidence as we build up and that we have, and how we speak life into us and tell us all these wonderful things that we are, you still don't want to be rejected on national TV. You still don't want to be the first one going home. No ma'am, no sir, no thank you. You don't. You do not. Like, it's some shit you be working through, because you don't want to be the first one to go home. You don't want to be the first one to go home. Even if you know, like, I know that I would slay, okay? But if I went home first, I would have a tear in the back of my eye, like, I know you didn't. Because Libba was confused as to why she was the one. I know this a lie. This had to be a joke. That I'm getting ready, they finna send me home. They was gonna send me home. Like, how are you not tainted from that? So imagine how the person who's leaving feels, and then you got to see over there showing a real emotion. Like, how sway? Like, what are we doing? All of this? I know I made some connections with the fellas. Yes, ma'am, you did, but not all of them were feeling you. And so now you need to go home and figure out how not to come back tainted, how not to come back bitter and upset that people didn't choose you. Figure out how to turn that around, because you don't want to continue to sit in that. And then guess what? Now you out because you the angry black woman, because you bitter. It's a no. I'm excited about the season. Y'all know that I watch the episodes. I review the episodes. If I'm feeling like it, I'll go into some lies. If I'm feeling like it, I'll do some dear so-and-sos, depending on how bad they do. Like that one lady, I don't even know who it was. Couldn't even see her face because her hair was a little different, and she was pointing at him, talking about you lie, whatever she was saying. I was like, that's aggressive. You in my face. If he pushes your hand, he would be within his right, but you would say he assaulted you. So I'm just saying, I can't wait to see how this all fares out. And they say 2 people are coming back. Are we doing the same thing we did last year? I am your girl, Talisa Ray. Thank you so much for watching my review of Ready to Love Season 4, episode number 2, with a little of sprinkle number 1. Listen, if you're wondering where my Married at First Sight reviews are, I was watching it bootleg, and what happened was I can't watch the bootleg no more, and so I haven't seen episode 13, and number 14 is coming tonight. And I don't know. I did see 12, but what's the good of doing 12 without 13 and 14? Like, so which one of y'all are sending me your username and password? Because I'm not getting another streaming service just for Lifetime. I got YouTube TV and they don't offer it. If it's your first time visiting my channel, definitely click the subscribe button to become a ray of sunshine. Right next to that is the notification bell. Click it too so you are alerted of the videos I upload moving forward. Click the thumbs up, the like button, because you like me. I don't know, you like my earrings, you might like my hair, you like my cute little lovely wholesale sweater that I got last year, you like the color of my lipstick, you think my eyelashes are popping, whatever it is, like it, because you think I'm funny, because you want to argue with me. I'm not going to do that with you, but I'm just saying, you want to disagree, whatever it is you want to do. If that's the reason you're here, hit the like button. Last but not least, bring your friends so that they can like me too. I love you in real life and want every good thing, I mean every good thing that God has in store for you, even if you don't know what that is for yourself. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll see you on the next review.